All right, let's go. Cavs are back. Luke Cornett, screen printed shirt on. Celtics are round 2, baby.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
How we doing?
Crazy energy to start with.
Well,
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
well, and especially if you were in our before we went live, I probably had the energy of a tortoise, and then turned it on. What's going on, dudes?
I was playing ball by myself earlier this morning, and it was pretty funny because it was like they could have been brothers, but maybe they were like just like two dudes that look similar that are friends, and they were looking at me warming up, and I was practicing like the one-legged jumpers. You know that little move that Garland does where you get to like the elbow and you do like a pump fake, and it's like a one-legged jumper. I was like, let me try this, and I hit like 10 of them straight, and the dudes looked at each other and they were like, yeah, let's just look at our hoop. So I guess they were like, can we play 21? Oh, he just hit 10 straight. Let's not even ask him. But, that made me feel pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
That's nice. That's a tough shot too. A little one-legged.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. You feel me?
Yeah. All right. I wanted to show you guys this because I was gonna see if they updated our like stats in our 40 and over league. And this is not about me. But I've been telling you about this guy on our team that can shoot. Like is the best like non-professional athlete jump shot I think I've ever seen. I want to show you. This is the 3-point leaders. This is through 4 games. So he's number 10 on our team of the gods. Let's blow that up a little bit. Through 4 games, he's hit 27. Whoa. Like it's like 7.5 a game.
Whoa, bro! How many shots is he taking, bro?
A lot, but not like like he doesn't dribble. He doesn't take layups. Like he is just.
He's on that Duncan Robinson time.
Yeah, and
it's crazy,
dude. And it's wild. And I don't know how he's open. They're not bad shots. Like I don't know how. Like if you hit 4 in the first few minutes, aren't you somebody on your team being like, hey, can you guys fucking guard that guy? Like
sure.
And he hit 9 in the most recent game. I was like, I got 10
9
4 games. I'll take that. He hit 9.
That's crazy. Yeah,
and he only played like half the game because we were up like 30. Like he was a quick 9, an efficient 9.
After like 6 and y'all love that, I'm like, nah, we doubling them. We already losing by like 30. I'm just not letting you get off. You're not having this night. You're gonna have to go home and eat dinner like a regular dude. You're not you're not about to have your men's league victory. Nah, man.
I just don't understand. Listen, in the first 6 minutes of the game, if he knocks down a couple, I'm not mad at that. Like that happens. But after the first 6 minutes where you've already seen he's got 75% of our points, no one's been like, hey, maybe let's get out of the 2-3. Like maybe we switch to man. Oh, it's incredible. But it really has been a humbling experience. I was feeling myself last season as a 3-point shooter, and then this guy comes in and he's like, I'm gonna average 7 a game.
God bless him. God bless him.
And I told you this too, like in chat, but I mean in text. I haven't been yelled at, I don't think, in an encouraging manner in a long time. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt good to have somebody just yell at me to shoot the ball. Also, it was a little backhanded where they were like, "Stop dribbling! Like you're not on this team to dribble. You're on this team to shoot."
That's very dog. They saying that like you don't, like you got recruited.
Yeah, well, and then I can't help but, and this will give you a good transition to start talking professional basketball. I can't help but think of Jimmy Butler and Buddy Hield, where Jimmy's just telling, but like, hey man, you got to stop doing that. Like, I don't like it. He's telling the press, I don't like it when he dribbles.
Oh man.
You know who might not be dribbling for the Bucks anymore? Giannis. Do we think, man, he went out hard. Where do you guys want to even start with that Pacers-Bucks series?
I think for a series that was just 4-1, I think there were so many twists and turns and drama in the series, which I thought was like super duper interesting. I think at this point, like a lot of people hate Halliburton and they awakened the beast. He was like, all right, y'all gonna stop calling me corny. Y'all gonna stop saying I'm overrated. And he did his thing. Like from game 1 to the game 5, he did his thing. Now, the events that proceeded to happen after the series was done, I think everybody's in the wrong. Halliburton's dad, you gotta chill, man. It's not that serious. But also, Giannis, people are yelling insane things to you on a daily basis. Don't grab another man's father's face, bro. They're all wrong.
Hey, man, he's not a big man either.
No.
Halliburton's dad is smaller than Halliburton, who is significantly smaller than Giannis. It is a crazy visual. It doesn't really help the Halliburton's corny thing where you see him you see his pops getting palmed by a grown man.
Palmed is wild.
Or was it Mathurin? He grabbed somebody.
Mathurin, he cradled like Bane from Batman.
He palmed Mathurin. And then he was in I guess Halliburton's dad was in his face, which is crazy work. Crazy. It's crazy for Halliburton to have to come out and be like, yeah, my dad was wilding. That's my nightmare to have to be like, yeah, I don't know what that was, bro. That's not me.
we need to go back to when the only time we heard from parents with professional athletes was through like a Campbell's soup like run. You know, like Donovan McNabb's mom was like, oh, my son has chunky Campbell's soup. Like, that's the only time we should be hearing from parents. I do not like this new. Even Tatum's mom had a really funny thing, but this was at least like a quick throwaway joke. I don't know if you guys saw this when he got hurt after game one. There's a video of him going to get an x-ray, and Tatum's mom's out in the locker room area. And it's just like, you want me to go talk to Orlando? Like, that was at least like, you don't think she's really going to go do that. Yeah. But between T. Morant and then Mr. Halliburton, I mean, come on, you can't. Just getting onto the court is crazy. Also, Giannis is enormous. What are we doing here? What's the end game here?
Hey, bro, I've seen Giannis in person, like feet away from him. He's bigger than you think he is on TV.
He's gotta be a giant.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah. His shoulders are wide. It's like the two dudes.
Bro, he's jacked as hell, and he's grabbing these other dudes like it's nothing. But like the thing is, like, okay, they have 2 consecutive terrible playoff exits. We could both agree to that, like consecutively. But it's like, yo, bro, just take your loss normally, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, he's in the press conference after the game giving us this whole spiel, and it's like, nobody really cares, Giannis. You already look bad, bro. And we already know you're going to try to get yourself out of the hole that you dug for yourself. Like, we know you're going to ask for a trade, bro. There's no way in hell.
I love that he's like HBO on the court, but then Disney in the press conference.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, what was it? I don't know. I've watched that clip with Mathurin like 45 times. He's like, so he dabs up like 2 people being like, hey, great series, man. Good luck in the second round. Then he gives Mathurin a hug and then just like doesn't let go. Like,
that's because go ahead. He needs space. He needs that time to calm down. Because they get him in the locker room, and somebody comes up to him, Giannis, you can't be up there wild. Yeah. Because I feel like I relate to that mood where he's just trying real hard to like keep a good face, but he's actively crashing out. Just like
I just crash out, man. I feel like you gotta just like let go of the wheel and allow it to happen, because it makes me. This is gaslighting. I think what's happening is gaslighting. You can't come into the press conference and be like, "Hey, man, that's the thing about competition. Like, my parents want to do that." It's like, yeah, I know, but also, hey, I want to give Pat Connaughton some love too, because he didn't play any basketball, but I do think he saved Tyrese Halliburton's dad's life. Like, he was the one. That's the most athletic activity he had that entire series, was making sure that Giannis didn't kill a man on the court, because it did look like it was going that direction.
Now let me ask you guys like this question. So like, obviously there's no way the Milwaukee organization is going to recruit someone that's going to make Giannis stay, like, and we got our prayers out for Dame. You know what I'm saying?
That sucks, man. The Dame thing sucks.
Yeah.
That is bro. Those series of events, like to go to Milwaukee, go through a divorce, get a blood clot, then they kill, like that. I can't even fathom where he is mentally. But where do you think Giannis would fit the best? Because I feel like he has to go somewhere where he's still the captain. You know what I'm saying? Because do you think he's going to be willing to be someone's sidekick, or they're going to find the right spot for him to be the guy on a team that he can win on?
Well, I don't think he can go anywhere where he would be someone's sidekick unless it's like Jokic. You know what I mean? Or like a Luka, or like a guard dominant guy. Like, I think he's like, I mean, I know Milwaukee's kind of a shit show, but he's still like the third best player in the world right now. So
of course, but
yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Justin?
Yeah, I think just because of contract hit with Milwaukee, because Milwaukee otherwise they're just like, I don't know, man, we just keep you and sell jerseys if we're gonna be bad. Like it's
sell jerseys.
Because what's the other option? You get more Kuzma minutes. Like what is?
Oh man.
So I think it's probably a team. Rockets are one of the teams that is brought up just because a lot of young guys. You're gonna hear a lot of young guys. I'm sure you'll hear a random Thunder rumor that doesn't really make sense, but lightweight does. But that doesn't. They don't need to do. It's probably he's gonna be the guy on whatever team, at least scoring wise, even if he's not necessarily the culture leader.
I was listening to Bill Simmons had Kirk Goldsberry on, who used to work for the Spurs, and he's a San Antonio Spurs fan, and he was like, "What if he goes to San Antonio?" Like the San Antonio, I think, has 2 lottery picks this season. They've got like some contracts they can throw. Because Milwaukee, the problem that Milwaukee runs into, like Justin was saying, they're going to be bad, and they don't even have their own picks. Like they still don't have their picks from the Drew Holiday deal. So I don't even. They're like, and Giannis also wants to go to a team. Like I don't think he's going to force a trade. That's why everybody's like, well, Brooklyn's got like a ton of space. Like he's not going to force a team to Brooklyn so he can go win 35 games in Brooklyn. And like Miami always comes up, but like Miami also sucks. Like Miami's not like
they have decent guys, but they don't have anything you like, trade your franchise player for.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
And I think that you're right, Justin. That's why like Houston's going to keep coming up, because like Houston still has their picks, but then we can also be like, here's a Jalen Green or a Reed Shepherd, like somebody that can actually, I don't know, bring a little bit of excitement. But yeah, Milwaukee, I mean, I'm trying to think of other teams that have won titles and then have immediately just like, just went down so aggressively. Like there was no even, I know some of it was injury luck, but man, it's ugly over there now.
I'm not saying it's as bad as this team, but like Miami Heat 2006 to 2007 was crazy. I'm not saying the Bucks are in the same row, but that was crazy. I personally think Giannis should just be a normal human being and just hate his job like everyone else. Just play for the Bucks. You got a championship there, your family's there, you like it there. Crack open a PBR and just say my job sucks for like 5 or 6 more years. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, fuck it, bro. We got to normalize just being on a bad team and not winning a ring. We got to normalize it, bro.
I'm coming out against that as a lifelong KG fan. Get out of there. Get out of there, dog.
I mean,
find your way to any place.
At least it's not as dirty. Not that what KG did was dirty at all, but for like Milwaukee, like at least they can be like, well, remember when we got that title? Like at least just that highlight of Drew Holiday throwing like an alley-oop when he shouldn't have in the finals to like seal the game against the Bucks, right? Just like live on that moment. Matty Harrison, Detroit Legend fan here, says Houston has some Phoenix picks too. I totally forgot about that Houston has some of the Phoenix picks. So if they wanted to really throw some stuff, they could.
That seems like, it seems like the most likely Houston's going to get eliminated, right? Unless something changes.
Yeah.
Jalen Green, I'm sure would be happy to average 25 on a non-playoff team and not have the heat on him. And maybe a new location is helpful for him. Still young. Like I can see, because the Bucks don't have. They just the future seems bleak. They don't have young talent. They were already an older team, and Giannis being a young one. Like how long can you rely on Brook Lopez? He's 36, 37 now.
Yeah, I mean they stopped relying on him last night. I think he played like 7 minutes last night.
Yeah, it was Bobby Portis was fun, but
yeah,
not really. Like Kuzma isn't doing anything. Middleton was injured. They got Kuzma. Like Gary Trent is a role player who got hot but also messed up. Like who are their young guys?
No, they literally none. They're Ryan Rollins guy.
Aaron Jackson, the white dude.
AJ Green. I think Jackson.
Green. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh no, they traded I didn't even get the right name. I just picked a random name.
I was trying to pull the Jackson name this morning and I couldn't get there. So you and me combined can finally figure it out. Because I was like, who is that? AJ something that got traded to Washington? But yeah, it's him. It's the Jordan Nwora, who I think is out of the league now. He was one of the picks. Marjon Beauchamp, who might be on the Knicks now. I don't even know where Marjon Beauchamp is now, but it's just like all dudes they've missed on. And now again, nobody. The only real winner from the Bucks organization right now, or formerly of, is Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton's probably like, you want to send me to Washington for Kyle Kuzma? See you later.
He's chilling. He's big time chilling. He's big time chilling.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other, because like Giannis also said he wants to get out there and also, yeah, great comment. Got to extend the Bucks GM though. You're right. Great comment. That he wants to compete right now too. And again, I'm just trying to figure out like where else he could land. Like Houston really does. I have a tough time getting anywhere else besides there. I mean, maybe like the Miami rumors have always been there, so maybe he is interested in Miami. But you got to think like Bam's included in that deal, and so like, you were like, oh, I saw what Dame did, and I want to be a little bit worse at it, so give me Hero. Like, I don't know.
It's a shit show. It's a shit show.
Yeah, it's bad, and it doesn't. It seems like the only option for him is to leave, right? Like, it doesn't seem like anything is there, which kind of sucks. You know, the Knicks.
Yeah. Well, hey, Cat and Bridges for Giannis. Well, let's do this now. You know who's not going to be on the Knicks next year? Tom Thibodeau. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, 89 Caps is all about consistency. And what I was telling you guys, hey, this series is going to get my boy fired, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it right now.
We need
to get him out now.
And it's win or lose. Like, I think even if they finish up Detroit, hold on, let's play the drop. Let's just let Justin live a little. Hold on, let's play the drop, and then we'll put Justin in some ISO ball.
Deeeetroit Basketball. Deeeetroit Basketball. Deeeetroit.
All right, here we go, Justin. Clear out. Clear out.
What's good, New York? You looking soft. What did the kids say? We can't walk into your trap, took over your trap. You've only looked better than the Pistons in one quarter of basketball at MSG. One quarter, 11 out of 12 quarters. We in your ass, man. Look at did you see K pull up to the arena yesterday with the leather Pele 90s style?
Cold
in there. You see K driving out, hitting the shots. Your team can't stay healthy. All right, you can't get good shots. Y'all not running offense. What is this? Why is Miles McBride in the game? Why is Campaign taking a floater with less than a minute to go? What's happening over there, Tibbs? Call a timeout. I'm sure Jalen Brunson is better than Campaign taking that shot, but it don't matter. Oh, wait. Finally, they stop. Asor doesn't foul out. What does he have? His best playoff game.
Great
23 points, lockdown defense. We got Duran getting finishes. B-Ball Paul is out there.
I texted this to you guys. B-Ball Paul plays basketball like he's on speed. Like he's
100%.
He's wacky inflatable arm man.
I never keep going. I know you. Look, I'm sorry. I know you had a down season, but y'all can cry y'all cheesesteaks, Philly fans, because we got Tobias Harris out here playing lockdown defense and big points, making big rebounds. It's all good vibes out here. No, it's truly wild, man. I almost feel like they have a chance for real. I picked Pistons at 6, like, oh, they could do it. But every time I watch, like they fall. Other than them falling apart, they are even with this team.
Yeah,
especially since the Knicks do not run offense.
The Pistons seriously should have won 4 of these 5 games already, right? It was like game 3, the first one in Detroit, the only one you like straight out lost. So you should have won game 1. And then game 4, I mean, you guys got boned on that so hard, and on that like non-call with Tim Hardaway Jr. But yeah, I think you really have a chance too. Especially because there's no pressure. Like if you lose game 6, you're like, you know what though? Hell of a run, made New York sweat. You know, if New York loses, they clean house. Everybody's gone.
Yeah, and look, I mean, shoot, game 6, I'm hopeful for because Beasley's shooting 30% from 3 in this playoffs. I think
a confident 30% though. Like he hasn't slowed down. My favorite, like you can't.
Timmy is only 32. Like eventually, these shots are gonna fall. You would hope. They are getting open looks. There's just not going in.
I think the worst missed three has to be the second one in the same possession. Like I feel like you do. I think you should take it, but if you take one and then the offensive rebound comes back to you and you take a second one, I think it's a good shot. But if you miss it, you have to come out of the game. I think that's the rule. If you take 2 threes in the same possession and brick both, you got to come out. I've seen Beasley do that like 3 times this series. I think it's crazy.
The last Pistons thing is my favorite part about this is that we're quieting all the Cade stuff, all that stuff, the Scotty Barnes, all the was he worth the number 1 pick? Now I think it's clear across the board. Like one of the storylines around one is like, oh, Cade is for real. Cade is like a future star in this league. So I'm loving it. He's balling. I know Brunson's had some great games. I'm still taking Cade as the best player in the series, and I think they can get it to 7.
Yeah, I mean you got to get 1 at home, right?
It's gonna be rocking Thursday in Detroit.
Did you book a flight?
Nah, man. The Spirit flights were over 300. We good.
Oh no, yeah.
300. Damn. I never heard no shit like that. Yeah.
I think the problem is the rest of the NBA media is trying to get out there too, and I'm not.
That's true. Everybody had to book the last minute one. Yeah. I don't think I gave Detroit enough respect for just like the energy of the city. I mean, if you can change how people feel about Tobias Harris, you can do anything.
This is true, man.
I mean, Tobias Harris just yelling at Karl Anthony Towns. And like, I think I texted you guys about this one too. I missed the initial thing that happened, but all I saw was Tobias in Cat's face going, and then what? And then what?
Yeah.
And then I was like,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
I love it. I truly don't understand why the Knicks are letting us make it a rock fight, because we're completely dictating the tone of this series, and they should be pretty to shoot threes and run offense. We got one guy who can score, and there's a lot of Dennis Schroeder minutes as important second scorer, but we mucking up the game. Look, people wanted that 90s basketball back when we get these scores in the 60s in the fourth quarter.
And somebody named Tim Hardaway playing basketball.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns has had 2 games with less than 20 points. That's why you get to fire Tibbs. That's like the best advantage the Knicks have. Cat, like I love Jalen Duren, but this is a nightmare matchup for Duren. Like, Cat, go ahead, get out, like knock down a couple threes early, and then apply. Like we saw him do it in Game 4 where he was incredible. And I don't understand how you go from having that game to then taking like 12 shots in the next game. Like, what are you doing? Like, and that's everybody's fault. That's Brunson's fault, Cat's fault, Tibbs' fault. Like, it's insane to me that they can't figure it out, and that's why Tibbs is done.
I think they're getting outworked by Justin's boys, like offensively, defensively, and then I think since they're getting outworked, they're trying to like foul bait and get to the line. It's like, yo, bro, right now we're in 2006, so you got to go straight up with it. We can't be doing all of this crazy shit. But my thing is, this is me being for real as a Knicks fan. I seen a tweet. I don't know who tweeted it, but they said that if the Knicks do win, the best case scenario is a sweep by Boston. And I'm like, you know what? That's true. So why don't we just see the comeback and Cade becomes a star, and then we just blow this up and get Tibbs out of here? Wouldn't you guys rather see the Pistons play the Celtics at this point? At this point.
Yeah, I don't think the Knicks have a shot in hell again. Like,
hell no. Hell no.
Unless if Drew Holiday is gonna stay hurt, then maybe. But like, I just and now I'm probably selling the Knicks too short. Like, maybe this is just a bad matchup for New York. But I'm just like, how have you not figured this out yet? And like, that's not even disrespectful to Detroit. But when we did our the preview, and Justin started listing off the guys on the Pistons, I changed my pick. I took the Knicks once you were like Beasley, Hardaway. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm taking New York. This is crazy.
They don't have a consistent second scorer at all. I think it's Schroeder and Tobias.
Yeah, and like you mentioned with Thompson, like that was the first game he got to actually. I think he scored more than 10 points. This is the first game that he did that, and that last one. Like, I don't. I don't understand. One thing too, Matty Harrison's comment. I wasn't going to talk. This reminded me of something else he said, but his comment was, "I'm so tired of Cat and his dumb pouty face acting tough." You know what? I'm gonna go the other way. I've been happy to see Cat do good. I like that the Knicks are losing, but it's not really his fault. That's what I'm liking. But I missed the Brunson injury, right? So at the end of game 4, he goes out for a little bit, but then he comes back in and doesn't miss a shot, I don't think. And
no,
before last night's game, Maddie in the chat said, kind of compared it to Derek Jeter when he got hurt. They kind of gave him some shot, and then he like broke his ankle a few weeks later or something like that in the playoffs. I wonder. I didn't think about that, but do you think like Brunson in that fourth quarter got some? Just like a shot in the ankle, and they were like, "Yeah, go finish it out." And that because he
for sure, like, sure.
What is it? They used to say he has to be a cortisone, or whatever was what people got.
Because he looked rough last night. Like he did not look.
Because ankles are one of those things. I mean, he has a long-standing ankle injury, but from what I remember, ankles are one of those things that like. Well, it's already injured. It's going to swell up soon. So if you want to push through this pain, you can.
Yeah, man. So you think do you guys both think they come back to New York for Game 7?
I would like to see that because I feel like what?
I was just saying that's my hope.
Yeah. I think this playoffs has a lot of twists and turns, and it's been very, very entertaining. So I'm gonna just pray for the most exciting situation, and that would be it. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tonight. See what happens.
God, just the amount of anxiety that would be in the city if this comes back to Game 7.
Yeah.
Like if it goes to Game 7, your boy is gonna have to withdraw some funds and figure out.
Well, we might have to do an emergency pod and get Alex Starbuck on the show. And just have you guys
we got it, bro.
talk it out.
We got it.
Oh, Starbuck, no.
Yeah,
and it's the Knicks don't really, just real quick about the Knicks and then the Celtics. Like the Knicks don't have, I feel like they don't have another move. Their rotation is these 8 players, and they have 2 of them who look, or at least Brunson is injured. Who was it? Hart that got injured at the end of the last game.
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss that? Josh got dinged up too.
Yeah, wow. He got banged up at
the end. And that was why Miles McBride and Campaign were in for.
Because exactly.
Basically, because there was no stoppage in play, and Tibbs refused to call a timeout.
It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro.
And the Pistons put the lead back up to 6. Then the Knicks hits 2 wild threes, and it got real close. But
oh, that's right. Now I'm remembering it now. I forgot that Brunson and Hart were like standing at the scorers table for like a minute, right?
Bro, it was embarrassing.
But even if they get through the Pistons. The Celtics just have guys. They have guys who can score. I think, it wouldn't be a series. It's going to be a lot of Peyton Pritchard minutes. I feel like.
Yeah, I was doing this for another video. I guess we can talk about Celtics Orlando pretty quickly. I don't think we have to break it down too much, but I was doing another video and talking about the Celtics getting ready for round 2. And it is kind of weird that if they go up against the Knicks, even though they have Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, it'll be an easier offensive assignment for the Celtics than the Magic were. And like the Knicks were specifically built to defend this Boston team. And I'm like, Orlando was a way tougher team to score on than the Knicks are. And that's crazy. That's like crazy that the Knicks, again, a Thibodeau team, that's what he does. It's like build defensive teams. They just don't defend. It's weird. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't think the Celtics would have like Tatum's going to average like 35.
I just want to say one thing about Irish Drake. Irish Drake is reading everything. And he's trying to shut everybody up because he has been balling effortlessly, just balling. And I know he's going to continue this until the conference finals to show people that last year finals MVP is looking a little booky now. So I see you, Irish Jake.
And he came up with his own. He's got an original celebration now. I like the wrist celebration. I don't know what the hell it means. I don't know if it's talking about the injury or what, but at least it's his own thing. It doesn't feel like a Kobe imitation, and that's what everybody punked on him for last year. So
we gotta love it. We gotta love it.
Wait, real quick, somebody send me this fun stat about the Bucks because the Bucks were up 7. With under 35 seconds left. Somebody said NBA teams are 94-19 in playoffs with leading by 7+ points under 35 seconds left. That's about 98%. Doc Rivers is 34-17 in those situations. That's 66%.
Wow. That is nuts. Wow. Sheesh.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad breakdown. There was a great photo too. I think Worldwide Wob tweeted it out of just like a sea of yellow behind Doc with the patented Doc. Like how the fuck did we end up here?
I know he talked about it, but I was like, look, I got numbers for once. Let me use these.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah. All right, sorry, I feel like I took us way. I don't even think we had Detroit Knicks on the rundown yet, but I'm glad we hit that.
It's gonna come up.
Yeah, it was coming up.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go next, Steve?
The best series of the playoffs. That's where I want to go. The best current series of the first round that we could all agree is Clippers versus Nuggets. Clippers versus Nuggets is an insane series. Even the blowout game was crazy.
Yeah.
And Jamal Murray said, I'm about to show ya. It's 2020 in my mind right now. Hit him with a 40-plus piece. And then Jokic with the quiet triple-double. What was it, 14, 10, 11? Something like that.
Something like that.
I think, me personally, I think they're going to close it out in LA. Me personally, I don't think it's going to be a 7-game series. I think these boys is locked in. They're not trying to play no games right now. They're trying to go straight to the second round.
That series, like, I can't believe James Harden tricked us for almost 2 full weeks.
Oh, it's a shame, bro. It's a shame, bro.
I was like, man, he's turned a new leaf. Just like, as we moved through our 30s, some into our 40s, we've changed, evolved, matured. We don't make the same mistakes. And James Harden was like, I can still dig deep into that bag and remind you, Game 5, I'm sitting this one out. 3 for 9 from the field, I think it was. Like, he just was MIA. It's I actually was like rooting for him. I was like, if Denver wins the series, but Harden has like 7 good games, I'll be happy. I'll be happy for him. So I kind of felt bad, but I'm with you. I think Denver. I can't believe they're winning these games. Like, the Clippers should have won 4 already, right? Like, they should have won game 1. They blew that one, that crazy buzzer beater. So now you got to win 6 or 7 games essentially. Like, it's not happening. You can't do that. Also, Russ still rocking the baby in 2025.
Ooh, what? He was killing. Well, he had 22, right? It was something. He was balling. He was balling for sure.
21 points in 25 minutes, 8 of 15.
Cool, bro.
God.
Efficient chucking. Efficient chucking, baby.
Efficient. Yeah, my man's.
Also, shout out Michael Porter Jr. I feel like, he's the easiest one to make fun of. He got yelled at by Jokic, by coaches, I'm sure by people in the locker room after game 1. And then he's been like legit good for them. Like playing through an injury, kind of actually playing defense again. So that's good. Also, I need Norman Powell, man. Where's Norman Powell?
He's gone, bro. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Hey, he was a big part of the 20-point comeback in game 4. Even though they lost that game, which we didn't vibe for that. Insane.
Oh my God. I'm gonna come clean, bro. If I'm 6'5" and a dude that's like 6'2" pick me up like a child, my head is not gonna be straight no more, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? He got picked up like a kid, bro. It's over, bro.
On like his hip.
Yeah, bro. And then you gotta understand this. James Harden was looking crazy, right? Then he got punked by Christian Braun, bro. Or Brown, pardon me. And then his power was just lost, bro. Imagine pressing a dude that looks like he pisses out Silver Monster energy drink. Yo, bro, you're not gonna be the same basketball player, bro. It's over, bro.
Yeah, man, that was pretty tough. I bet that was a heat check tough moment by Christian Braun, I think. Like that. Yeah. Like that was, that I think 4 out of 5 times that ends with him getting punched in the face. But he
not this time.
Yeah, that was.
It's the playoffs. You got to turn up that intensity, man. He's responding in kind.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
This series is so weird though. Like, I still wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers just like ran off 2 Ws.
You for real?
I mean, I think I obviously lean Denver just because they got home court advantage. They get 2 tries, but like I just think the series seems so close.
Yeah. It's been a great one. It's been a great one. Definitely one for the books. Definitely one for the books.
And we haven't had Russ do like some Russ stuff yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We haven't seen him go like 2 for 19 in the fourth quarter alone. Like, just like clear out. I got this.
Oh man,
That series has really got me excited for the second round though. Like whoever wins that one and plays the Thunder, I think is going to be awesome.
Ooh, yeah, that's popcorn ready. All games popcorn ready for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's going to be a good one. What about so we got 2 games tonight. We have Golden State and Houston, and then Minnesota and the Lakers. The Rockets. I mean, just you were talking about like Detroit Knicks making it a rock fight. The Rockets offense is just like a car with square wheels or like flat tires or something. Man, there is zero flow.
Okay, I just want to say, do you understand what the fuck they be doing? Because, bro, every time I'm watching, bro, it's like one person gets the ball and just tries to do the madness. Whether it's Jabari, Sengun, Freddie. I'm like, yo, they just get the ball and just do stupid shit. The shot Sengun took for the last possession on Draymond, brother, what are you smoking? What floater, post up? Like, what is that, bro?
It's not like he thought, like, it's a hard ass shot, and he was never open. He just took it.
Yeah, but in Sengun's defense, he's looking around and he's like, well, "Oh, am I dumping this off to jump shooter Amen Thompson or like I don't even know where they go. Every single possession is a fucking grind. Like I haven't seen them hit one. They had Fred VanVleet went like 8 for 12 from 3, and I think 2 of them he was open. Like I think he was stepping in and going nuts. But that I actually thought that buzzer beater one that he chucked up at the end of the game, I thought that was good when it left his hands. It looked online.
Yeah, because everything it looked pure.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was balling for sure.
But yeah, it looked like that's the game they had to. I mean, that's the very cliche thing, but they should have won that game.
100%, bro. 100%.
Dude, they blow game one, not blow game one. They lose game 1, but you get to game 3, no Jimmy Butler. You lose that one. Then game 4, they went to the free throw line 11 or 12 more times than the Warriors and made less free throws. Like Golden State went 20 for 22 or something, and the Rockets were like 19 for 34, whatever the hell it was. Like you just like shot yourself in the foot. And then we saw Hacka Adams.
Mm-hmm.
When's the last time we've seen a hack of somebody?
Shit, I don't even know.
Dwight?
Was it? Yeah, it might have been Dwight. My thing is, I feel like these 2 series, although like they're not the most entertaining ones, they're the most important ones because they're going to change 2 people's legacy, Curry and LeBron. And this question, I put this in the group chat, but I want to ask you guys right here, without you guys knowing. If LeBron James loses, do you think his ranking in the GOAT debate changes? This is a narrative that I've seen on Twitter so much that I'm like, are you guys serious, bro? Are you serious? Like, it's insane to me.
This morning, I woke up and I went to the grocery store and I picked up some stuff for dinner tonight. And then I took it out of the bag and I put it in the fridge. And when I bent down, I hurt my back. And then I put some icy hot on. I am the same age as LeBron James. Anything he's doing right now does not impact his GOAT legacy. We could just say that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I'm fine with that. He's fucking 40 years old, man. It's impressive he's doing anything. So I'm not going to take him getting out of the first round to help his GOAT debate, but I'm not going to. This doesn't hurt it. Also, can we just like he cannot be your GOAT? That's fine. Why do we have to be like, but he's not only is he not a GOAT, he's like the 45th best player of all time. Can't we just be normal? Just be normal.
Yeah.
Look, be normal. You know what? I never liked the Patriots. I hated on Tom Brady for so long, even though I grew up a Michigan football fan. By the time he got like 38, I was like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna have to join Tom Brady. And that's what I started doing. All right, I'm impressed. That's all I mean. That's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We should just be like that for LeBron. Hey, it's cool he's doing this at this age. They're not losing because of LeBron. That team has so many problems.
Yeah,
exactly. Like
they played 5 guys. They played 5 guys in a playoff game
for one half, bro. 5 guys for one whole fucking half.
Yeah,
we gotta stop this, bro. JJ, if you make it 17 episodes talk about this play is insane, brother, don't coach your team like it's JV. Come on, that's 1.
Yeah.
2. We gotta stop this shit, bro. If LeBron James loses, it's not gonna change a goddamn thing, bro. He just got cooked. Players get cooked all the time. We gotta stop this. I'm like, and people, is this gonna be LeBron James' last game? Are you serious? You think LeBron James is gonna retire like this? Are we serious? No. Come on, basketball Twitter. He's not gonna go out sad like this, bro. He's gonna come back the next year. He's not gonna go out sad like this. Let's stop this, bro. Stop it.
Well, and he's going to like parade that around for a full year too, just like Kobe did. Where every arena he goes to for the last time, they're gonna give him some weird gift. Like
exactly. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's an interesting conversation about Steph though, and where he lands all time when all of this is said and done. Just because, like, if they do, I mean, I know they're a fake 7 seed kind of right now, but if they get past them, I think they are kind of a tough matchup for Minnesota or the Lakers, whoever they play next. And if all of a sudden Golden State is in the Western Conference Finals, while Steph's 37, and I don't know, and then Denver, OKC, like I could see it. I could see them getting back to the finals, and then that would be. If Steph gets another one, I really do feel like we got to start talking about, like, is he top 10 all time? If he,
I would say so. If he goes on this run, I do think they should put him top 10. I do think they should talk about him more. But I just don't see them getting to the conference finals and beating someone like Denver or beating someone like OKC. But I would like to see it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing with the Warriors is, man, they look great when Steph's on the court. The problem is the moment that man has to step off the court, you're not sure what you get. You might get the Jimmy Butler Warriors where they look good, but even then it could be just Jimmy scoring, and then the offense is like in the mud. So it's as good as they look with their starting lineup. It's like when Steph's not there, you're like, oh, okay, I see how this team had some struggles during the year.
Yeah. I mean, you're like Googling, like, who are these guys, right? Like, it's like Quentin Post. Yeah. Like I've never like who's Post? Podziemski too. I like Podziemski when he's hitting shots. That team looks completely different offensively. But when he's not, it's easier to like lock them up. And then Buddy, I like refuse to give Buddy any credit. I don't know why I have this hate in my heart for him, but
he's horrible. He's horrible, bro. He's horrible. Let's just keep it real. He's terrible. He's so inconsistent. He's terrible.
Hey, when he's giving you something, he's giving you something.
Yeah. And then I'm like, listen, if Steve Kerr is like sharp enough to just like press the button, where if Buddy hits a couple of shots, we're like, all right, we'll ride with Buddy. And the second he misses a couple, you just go, all right, see you. Come on back, Buddy. Not tonight. But yeah, do you think either of those Houston, both Houston and the Lakers are at home? Do you think either of them can take a game tonight? Or no, let's not say that. Can they take this series? Can either of those teams come back down 3-1?
Houston? Yes. The Lakers, yes. Houston is cooked. Houston is cooked for sure. They're cooked for sure.
I haven't thought this take out long enough to know if it makes sense, but I feel like Houston is more likely to win tonight. The Lakers are more likely to come back from 3-1, if that makes sense.
Actually, kind of, I feel where you're coming from spiritually.
I feel like if the Lakers win tonight, all of a sudden we're like, oh man, dude, now we got to win Game 6 at home. If we don't, then we got to go back to LA for Game 7 if we lose Game 6, and then it's just Luka could score 60. Like he could score 60. But Ant-Man's moving different right now.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Yeah, man.
It's moving crazy, but he's balling. But hey, let's also make sure we put in some respect. Jaden McDaniels is a problem right now.
Yes.
Naz Reid has been a problem. Like,
yeah,
the team is doing well. They're playing good defense. the Lakers keep trying to ISO on people, and it's not working. Luka gotta change his brain mindset. I don't care if you cooked Rudy Gobert before. Run a play, dog. Stop this. Stop trying to dance with Rudy Gobert. This shit is not working right now.
For real, bro. For real.
Also, I can't stress this enough, and I know the internet's having a really good time. The Lakers can lose tonight, and it still not be a good trade by the Dallas Mavericks. All right, those are separate. Those are separate. Those are two different conversations. It will always be a bad trade.
Yes.
I saw this comment too from Maggie Carp. I want to share it because I also owe Steve Kerr an apology because I was like, how are we not getting any Kuminga minutes? Like Kuminga's too good not to be playing at all. And then we saw Kuminga play a little bit and it was like, my bad, Steve.
My brother looked like he ain't played basketball in 4 months, bro. He looked crazy on the court, boy.
No, he's probably studying Zach LaVine tape, and he's going to go to a team like the Bulls or Jalen Green tape. He's like, I'm going to go get 25 somewhere. We win 19 games a year.
Yeah, that's honestly what he needs to do. He needs to get the hell out of the Warriors situation with these expectations. He'll be a bucket getter somewhere. It doesn't really matter.
I'm sure Brooklyn's got cap space, baby. They'll love you at Barclays.
I will say, you know, do you have this drop? No, but
wait, which one?
Because the Lakers came out of nowhere today or yesterday with an upgrade or questionable for Maxi Kleber. All right, we might get some post help. Play the Maxi Kleber drop. I know you have one.
I don't have a Maxi drop, but that is how. Hey, why did maybe they should have traded for Mark Williams? Huh? You know who might have helped them right now? Mark Williams.
Honestly.
Oh man.
You are right though. Maxi Kleber honestly would make a huge difference right now.
That's probably why they were like, dog, you got anything? Like, yeah. can you stand? We can't. They can't. The Jackson Hayes is just not working. God bless him, bro.
Nah, he's terrible. He's terrible, man.
They signed Alex Lynn and they immediately were like, nope.
No. I guess the other 19 teams were right about Alex Lynn. The Jackson Hayes thing is crazy because I haven't seen anybody like, you know how sometimes somebody only plays 2 or 3 minutes in a game and you're like, oh, they checked in the game got out of hand. They played like the last 3 minutes in garbage time. Jackson Hayes is the only guy I've ever seen play 4 minutes at the beginning of the game. Like he starts and then doesn't come back in again. It's like
they like seeing what he got today. Like, all right.
It's just incredible. Man.
You never seen that before, Mike Z? Didn't Popovich used to do that shit? It would be like Roger Mason Jr. for like 4 minutes. Ginobili got like 30 minutes. You don't remember that?
Yeah, but
at least like crazy player.
Yeah, in those, at least that guy would also start the second half. Like he'd play 8 minutes for the first 4. But JJ saw 4 and he was like, "Hey man, you can change at halftime if you want. You want to put street clothes in."
Shout out Magic Carp in the chat saying Jackson Hayes is there for the tip off.
That's so funny. That's so crazy. Oh
that's great. Also, shout out Tesla. Am I late for the branding meeting? I think that's going to be after the finals. We'll have an off season. We'll have an off season pod and maybe rename 89 Cavs. We can have a. We keep for the off season.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good though. Jackson Hayes for the tip off. Man, I don't know. Anything else we got to hit? I'm just happy the games are fun. Like we were watching some real dog shit stuff down the stretch, and to get playoffs have been fun.
Yeah.
There's just one thing I want to hit before we get out of here. Adam Silver, retire the play-in. Retire the play-in. Because the play-in got motherfuckers looking crazy. Like, Tyler Hero was speaking Cleon about a comment about a player who they didn't play in 2 games because they knew they was going to beat that ass. My son, John Morant, got his ass busted so hard. He was like, yeah, the Thunder are a 2nd seed. Brother doesn't even know where they are in the playoff bracket. Yo, we got to put an end, bro. If they're 8th place, just let them be 8th place. We can't be doing all this crazy shit. No, for real. Every playing game has been ass. Let's keep it a buck. Every playing game has been ass. every team that's gotten through the play-in, besides the Miami Heat, that 1 year has been ass. We gotta stop this, Adam Silver. It's not fun. It's not working. 1 through 8 is cool. We gotta stop this. Motherfuckers is losing by 60. Yo, hold on, bro, hold on. 60 in the playoffs? Like this shit is March Madness? First round March Madness, boys? Yo, let's retire this, bro.
The whole game.
By the
way, they lost. They were losing by 60 most of the game. It wasn't like they had a run at the end. Nah, man, it was a smooth 60-point lead.
I swear, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I seen them show a recap of the game on TNT, and they did the shit in fast forward, bro. Have you ever seen that? Final score. They didn't even give a fuck about the game, bro. We gotta stop this, Adam.
They broke Ernie Johnson. They broke Ernie was like, "This is the like on live. This is the worst basketball game I've ever seen in my life. We're not showing highlights." I remember I left because I had a game at 7 that night, and I think the game started 7 or 7:30. I checked my phone, and then I kind of just didn't have concept of time, and I saw that the Heat were up. I mean, the Heat were down like 40 at the time, and I was like, "Wow, this game's over. Must be late into the third." And I checked the score again when I get home, and now they're down like 55, and the third had like just started, and I was like, "Wait, physically, how do you get down that much in the first half? Like there wasn't enough time for you to get down that much." And like their starters, this is the craziest thing about that first round. The starters are like still averaging 28 minutes a game. like they asked Mitchell in a postgame like how he's feeling. He's like, "This is the best I've ever felt in my career." And it's like, yeah, because you haven't played. What if they and I agree with the chat. Like they're not going to get rid of the play-in just because they make so much money off of it. But
for sure.
if that wasn't the case, what if you just give the first overall team a bye? Like the NFL, they don't even play in the first round.
I can fuck with that.
And then 2 play 7, 3 play 6, 4 plays 5, and then you can even do a play into who gets a 7 and 8. I don't know. No, you're right. Just get rid of the play-in. You don't need to see Miami.
Honestly, just look. We need to do my proposal: playoffs, 8 teams, eliminate the draft. It's free agency. There we go.
Like
we all from there.
I like it.
And no one in the NBA won't do this for 3 billions of reasons. But that's what we really need to do.
It's like the purge. It's like the purge for the NBA.
Yeah.
I like that. I don't think we're going to comment on this, but just in case anybody has a funny take, we can let it rip. We did mention Tom Brady earlier, Justin, and it reminded me of Weisberg's chat about Bill Belichick and his like interview run that he's on right now. Anybody got a weird take on that, or we can cut it out?
I have no idea what that is. I know who he is, but I have no idea what he's doing.
His girlfriend is 24. He's like 72.
Yeah, and they did this interview on CBS, and she was like shutting down questions.
She calls herself the president of Belichick Industries.
Yeah.
Hey man.
You just got a job. You just got a job as a college coach.
Yeah, it feels like we're gonna get.
It's not my business.
I'm just listing off.
It feels like we're
facts.
It feels like a couple years away from not true crime, but like a serial-esque podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we're covering here a basketball pod, but like it's the weirdest thing watching any sports media cover it because the tone of it is all like, should we like do something? Like this seems wrong. This seems wrong in a way, but we don't know exactly which way. Like who's taking advantage of what's happening.
I've seen media members talk more comfortably about the Shannon Sharp thing than the Bill Belichick thing. Which just goes to show you how like nobody knows what to do. Nobody knows how to talk about this. Like because how old do you have to be before you like lose power? You know what I mean? Like, being in a position of power. Like at 72, do you still have it? I don't know. Maybe we gotta watch Succession tape and then come back to the table, see what we can find out.
For sure.
Oh man. All right, yeah, that's probably the right amount of time we should spend on that.
Maybe that's what it is. Or you see Popovich pop out with Dochi or something. the kind of time we own in 2025.
Yeah, that's the shit we need to see. Don't see Greg Popovich for real. Yeah.
If Popovich ends up on TikTok, I'm calling it. I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah. That's
I'm
the
done.
shit we gotta see. That's the shit we gotta see. That's what I'm fucking with right now.
Man. All right, let's get out of here. We'll be back next week. Well, I know we took like a week off, but I'm sure we'll be back next week because we're gonna have to check in on. We might have to do an emergency episode if we somehow get Detroit Knicks Game 7. I don't know. We might
absolutely.
We gotta get man on the street stuff or something.
Yeah, because I think that game would be Sunday at 1. I forget. I think that
sounds right? Right? Because because tomorrow's Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, so either Saturday. Actually, it might be Saturday.
Oh, it's Saturday. It's a Saturday game because you can buy tentative tickets.
There you go. There you go. That's now you know what Justin's doing this afternoon. Oh man. All right, dudes. Let's call it. Steve, get us out of here.
You just listened to 89 Cavs, the best basketball podcast in the world. That's Mike. That's Justin. May all your endeavors go well, and may all your jump shots be wet like water. Stay up like a hard dick. You heard me.
Yes.